Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry Walsh, and as you know, I'm one of the new contenders in the next general election. I'm an electrician by trade. I'm an ordinary person, and I'd have to say that I'm utterly disgusted with what has happened to this county and to this country, and for this reason I have stepped up to give opposition to what is a deplorable government and an absolute pathetic opposition. They say a picture speaks 1,000 words. In my flyer here that says vote Jerry Walsh, number 1, it says West Clare, sack the HSE, and I took the liberty of writing in at the time, which was printed in the Clare People and Fianna Fáil. There was the march, the final march to save Ennis General Hospital, where all our so-called politicians were supposed to show up to that rally and give a speech. Unfortunately, none of them showed up, as you'd remember. And I'll say this, John. An old friend of mine who has died and gone to his God said to me, the best way sometimes to tell what the future will be is what the past has been. And I say to you that I have been fighting, as you can see by that picture, when I was not a politician in the past, and I will be fighting for you if I am a politician in the future. And I'll be doing it whether I am or I amn't. I don't want to come off topic too much, but I have to say to you, I think the real core of the problem here is money, and I don't think anyone could argue with me. I think these reconfigurations and call them whatever words and three-tier plans to make centres of excellence. I had to bring in a person to Limerick Hospital at Christmas. They spent 6 hours waiting to get seen to the pains in their chest, and they described the 20 fathers sitting on chairs with their children on their laps because there wasn't even trolleys, much less going bed. And that is our centre of excellence, that they're going to downgrade further services of Ennis General Hospital. I have to say to you that I have no political background, but I have been a campaign for what's right, and I know what's right, and I know what's wrong. I was going to read out something in Clare FM today, but I didn't get a chance. And I think it's a pretty sad and pathetic situation that I have to resort to this measure, but I'd like to read you something. This is a letter, and the bottom line to this is this, that there's 3 ministers that are now after resigning on €150,000 a year pension with about another 150,000 bonus. And I have in my possession documented evidence that suggests they should be prosecuted for criminality and their pensions forfeited. You're going to be shocked. Be prepared. This is from Garda Chief Superintendent, the current Chief Superintendent in Ennis, written to me, Jerry Walsh. Dear Mr. Walsh, I acknowledge receipt of your correspondence dated 9th September 2010. I commence by stating I will be happy to investigate any allegations of criminal misconduct regardless of who the allegations relate to, and as long as it is within my area of jurisdiction. I'll skip down a bit. I am not, he goes on to say, I am not in a position to acknowledge whether Chief Superintendent Mann did or did not receive any registered post from you in November 2008. And if you think this through logically, how could I confirm or acknowledge this deed did not occur when I was not even in Clare at the time? So basically what he's saying is he can't look in his own files because he wasn't the Chief Superintendent in 2008. And let me tell you what it was I was asking him to look in his file. Yes, No, I'll finish, yeah. What deposition are you referring to which was allegedly witnessed by and signed by a Garda implicating a Garda superintendent and 2 Fianna Fáil county councillors in Limerick as part of being a paedophile ring? That's a letter from Chief Garda Superintendent. That's the type of corruption they're going up here. Right. So let me say this here. I stood up here in front of about 1,000 people. You've heard me. So make noise and make sure this comes out. And we're not waiting for another 30 years like the children who are abused and the churches are coming out. Because I just went on record in front of the whole lot of you, and I say to you that we prosecute and we make these politicians accountable because there is evidence. Thank you very much, and I hope you remember that if you want real change, do not continue to vote for the same old cronies. Vote different people. And if I haven't proven myself to you today that I am different and that I am another Shane Ross that will dig out and root out and hound out the corruption and all the politicians and other government departments that have bankrupt this country, well then make up your own mind on the 25th of the month. Thank you very much.